Magic Unicorn of ONPASSIVE. It is the 24th of November. Guess what day it is? It's Chris Johnson's birthday. So I'm going to sing happy birthday to him. Chris, pay attention. Stop looking at your phone and pay attention. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris Johnson. Happy birthday to you. Ha ha ha, yes. Isn't it funny how the unicorn knew you were looking at your phone? Oh, amazing.
I put it down. Thank you
Amazing.
very much.
Anyway, thank you, everybody, and welcome to Marty, Chris, and we have the voice, Robin Noble, here today on this Friday, the 24th, a special day. As you can see the balloons in the background. It is Captain Chris's birthday. Yes. And he's a little upset because not enough people sent him instant messages wishing him a happy birthday.
No.
No, don't listen to him. He's being modest.
And this is the one day that one day that you cannot put any complaints or questions in. Today is pure Chris Day.
Yeah,
so
what do you love about him? Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah. And you know, because he always wishes everybody a happy birthday. The least you could do, there's a million of you out there. So if you start now, we should be done before next birthday. Okay. Anyway, happy birthday, Chris. He's he's traveling the US starting next week sometime. Would it be cool? Anyway, today, as you see, we're talking about numbers. Now, there's many kind of numbers, and I know most of you probably lost your cool when you heard it. The numbers I'm going to cover real quickly, and I mean real quickly. I never give actual numbers because I don't think anybody knows. Yes, we know the 25%, but we don't know the total. We don't know bonuses. We don't know. So all we really know is the 25%, which is outrageous amount of money considering we didn't have to do anything to get it. Now, I want you to put in your mind just for a second this is kind of a after Thanksgiving party here. If you know that you make X amount on one product and you know every person you have come into your organization through the company, or you shared it, or they shared it. Remember, this is all, everybody's going to do something different. Some will share it a lot. You're going to wind up getting affiliates in that will share it big time, because if they see what I see, they're going to go crazy. I guarantee it. And because everything's on one platform. So just picture whatever it is with one person, multiply that times all the people that might come into your organization. Eventually they will, by the way. Now I want you to picture the new product comes out, maybe 2 every month for the next year and a half, 2 years. Whoa, okay? So the ingredients, and I've said this from the very beginning. I know a lot of people want to hear these fancy numbers and all that. But here's what's more important. Everything in ONPASSIVE, the ingredients of ONPASSIVE, the technology, the branding that you're seeing, the crazy branding that you're seeing, AI branding, where somebody walks up to a video show and it reads the person walking up, older guy, briefcase, boom, it's going to give him some kind of ad. Another guy walks up, older guy, 2 little kids. Okay, that's a grandfather, 2 kids. Another kind of ad. That's AI, machine learning at its best. That is crazy cool stuff. That's going to go on daily, every second. And what's happening now, somebody is looking at ONPASSIVE for the first time. And then there'll be hundreds looking at ONPASSIVE for the first time. Then there'll be thousands, then millions, and then billions eventually. So the foundation is there. So the ingredients, you have flour, you have eggs, a little bit of cream, 350 degrees, 45 minutes, whatever. You have a cake. In ONPASSIVE, you have the technology. We already have a couple million people, maybe 3 million people, customers. We're customers too, okay? and you have products that are above market value, way above, high technology. You're not going to beat the price, and you make commission from it. Add all that up. It's not a cake. It's money. It's absolute money. And every time a new product comes out, that is another waterfall or another stream, as you always hear, of, of money. Somebody says to you, don't you should always have more than one stream of income. And on passive, you're going to have hundreds and hundreds of streams of income. Hundreds. There'll be streams coming all different directions. It's not going to happen in one day. It's going to take time. Why? This has never been done before. We look at everything we're doing. You compare it to anybody you want. Compare it to any company. Compare it to the biggest companies in the world. None of them are doing this. Most companies, and I'm not talking about companies that deliver packages. That's Amazon. That's different. I'm talking about companies that actually manufacture their own goods. Most of them take one product and they aim at that one product and just slam it out the door. Passive takes one product, builds around that, and then builds 50 or 60 more products. So we have really, if you think about it, eventually 20, 30, 40, 50 different companies in this atmosphere of ONPASSIVE. There'll be OConnect will be a company on its own. OTracker will be a company on its own. And then they can take them and put them together and bundle them, whatever, because different people that come in will want certain bundles of things. Big companies that come in, I want this, and this. And they'll make a special deal for them. Individuals that come, a lot of individuals that come in just like they did with Zoom and use it personally or whatever. But then there'll be the mid-size where they come in and they have 30, 40 people. They want to do a webinar. They're training. You take that and because everything in ONPASSIVE plugs into everything else, Academy comes along. Do you really think you could do Academy 100% without using OConnect? No. Now you're building something, or you do. Dawn does crafts. She loves crafts. She can make something out of nothing, really. Now imagine they have this big craft, all these craft people on Facebook. I couldn't believe how many. Thousands, hundreds of thousands. Come in ONPASSIVE. You could use OConnect. You could set up a thing on how to make whatever that certain craft is, videotape it, put it in, share it, drive traffic to it even, have some people come in and show their own because they made their own. This platform is unlimited for everybody, no matter what you do. Unlimited. And every time, and this is where it gets into the cool stuff, you can build an income inside this income building fortress. So while ONPASSIVE is making money for you, you could be in the middle of it making money also on top of what you're getting from commissions. Open your mind. That's what ONPASSIVE is. It's multifaceted company like I've never seen before. I've been in companies you put 100% past, you aim it all to that one product, boom, 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 boom. 5,000 people have the same website. It all looks the same. They go out, they slam it, it hits a peak. People either love it or they hate it. And the next thing it does, it dies down and eventually disappears because somebody else saw it and redid it. Or the company that did it maxes it out, lets it die, repackages, opens it up 6 months and does it again. And people run over and do it again because the shiny object light's on again. The disco ball's shining bright. Everybody runs. It's really sad. In ONPASSIVE, the best products you'll ever see in the planet, OConnect, for example. I'm in OConnect now. When I do OConnect and we're in there, I'm thinking, oh my God, there's nothing like this. No kidding. And every day you could go, you look at something, I don't remember seeing that, you click it, and it's another part of OConnect I didn't know we had. This goes on daily, a day after day after day. And the picture and the quality of the picture and the sound, mind blowing. Mind blowing. I upgraded my camera. And let me tell you, you have to do a lot of upgrading to match the level of technology in ONPASSIVE. No joke. You're not gonna outpace it. And the beauty of this is you're not gonna pay more money. So you have OConnect, you have a business, your business is booming, and they're adding more and more features. They're upgrading. They're not coming back to you and say, okay, we upgraded 3 times. You was you was another $50 a month. That's not what they're doing. So that part of the number game of it is a big deal. Now I'm going to get into the coffee, but I want to bring in. I'm going to touch on these other numbers that Robin and me and Robin and Chris, we talk about a lot of this stuff where people don't really think about what's going on in the world. As said, we do not create wealth. We're not a mint. We don't make dollars. We don't make coins. What ONPASSIVE is going to do is you got this big pile of money in the world, huge pile of money. I think the value we come up with is somewhere about $460 trillion is on the planet of some different currencies. 460 trillion. Now, the problem is if you look at this money in piles, 1, 2, 3% have all of it. There's a couple leaves on the lawn and in other places that people are fighting over because that's all that's left. What Ass has done is made a company and call it a rake. Let's call it a blower, a leaf blower. And he's set up a company where he can disperse the wealth that's already there, and let's even it out to other people. Let's give more people a pile of leaves, because obviously when one person has more leaves or more money than a whole country, is that necessary? I'm not putting that guy down or that woman. More power to them. But I believe there's wealth out there that can be dispersed because I think if you took 460 trillion and 1 trillion of that was in ONPASSIVE, it will do more good for the world than the other 440 trillion left, because it'll be in hands of people that want to give. How much do we really need? You're going to go out, you buy your little toys, you're having fun, but that gets boring. What matters is, and I said this before with ONPASSIVE, we're going to look back, and I know this. I mean, I know this, and I'm not a millionaire by far. But I know when the money's there and you have it, what will really matter, and how I notice this, I looked at a lot of people that were in their last leg of life on this planet. And they interview them and ask them, and what they ask them, what was it in life? Did all that money you made, all that success? And he goes, the sad thing is none of that matters when you're on your last, when you're getting ready to leave this planet. You can't take it with you. It really doesn't matter. What matters was the memories that you built. And the memory of the journey is a big deal. And so many people, which is sad to me, are so big hurry to get through this journey that when they go through it, they don't realize what they're missing. We have a lot of fun in this journey. Do we all need money? Yes. Let's not do that. This is not unemployment. Okay, it's not where you get money. This is a business. When it's ready, they're going to take care of us. Anyway, I'm going to go into the numbers with Robin, but I also want to say something. There is a update in the back office, and I'm going to say something about this real quick, and I'm done because I'm about to cough like an idiot. Ash goes 7 days, 8 days, and nobody sees them. People go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't know why. He always over delivers. You go look at the pop-up. Everything that people were worried about, he answered and stacked the cool again. He gave and gave, and then when you think there's no more to give, he gave again. So think about it. Think about the wasted anxiety when you find out what he did to compensate for time and all that. Okay, yeah, we're working on stuff. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you even more. Crazy. I really, it blows me away. It blows me away. Anyway, go watch it. I'm not going to talk to you about what the pop-up says. It's very clear. Go read it and find out. And don't forget to wish Chris a happy birthday because he's really sick because hardly anybody's doing it. And I'm going to turn it over to Robin, I believe. Robin, go ahead.
Thanks, Marty. Hi, Chris, birthday boy. It's so great to be with both of you. And Chris, you are so generous and big-hearted when it comes to everybody else's birthdays. You know, it's really time that we all acknowledge you. So you just enjoy your day, enjoy the love and what good wishes that everybody wants to bestow upon you. And now pay attention, please. So we're talking about numbers, and Marty, Chris, and I, and a few others have some really interesting conversations about numbers and how they relate to ONPASSIVE, what it means in the world, bigger picture, and things like that. So today's talking about numbers is going to go something like this. If we accept, and I'm taking information now from various sources, you can Google, you can do all sorts of things about this yourself, but we took an average of information that's out there so that we could put things into perspective again in how all of this relates to ONPASSIVE and the products that we've heard Ash talk about. So keep an open mind, keep an open heart, and this is where we're going today. So today's population in the world is approximately 8 billion people. For most of us, it's a large number, but we don't fully understand what that big number really amounts to. So think of it this way. For every leaf that is on a tree, for every blade of grass that is in the ground, for every grain of sand that you come across on beaches and on the deserts, for every grain of rice, for every seed that gets harvested and planted in farmers' fields around the world, add all of that together and we still have not reached 8 billion people. So this is the type of size that we're looking at. Now, take that 8 billion, and for the purpose of this discussion, we're using that as the 100% of humanity. So with what I'm going to go through, we will be talking in percentages of that 100%. And here we go. So out of 100% of the people on planet Earth, 11% are in Europe, 5% are in North America, 9% are in South America, with 15% in Africa and 60% in Asia. Now, when we started doing the research on these numbers and we started talking about it and asking each other, these numbers were not what we thought. Again, putting things into perspective, that 49% of people around the world live in villages, whereas 51% live in cities. Now, most of us think, those of us who speak English, and many who speak English, that English is the #1 language in the world. No, 12% of people around the world speak Chinese, with 5% speaking Spanish. English, there is 5% of the world's population, 3% speak Arabic, 3% speak Hindi, 3% speak Bengali, 3% Portuguese, and 2% Russian. 2% Japanese, and 62% of people around the world, have and speak their own language. And I don't speak those languages. So again, put things into perspective. Just because we're not hearing something in our language doesn't mean to say it is happening in another culture or in a different language. 77% of people around the world have housing, and 23% have nowhere to live. The homeless are approximately 200 million to 1 billion people around the world. And there are over 850 million people living in extreme poverty, which means they're living on $1.90 a day. Less than $2 a day is nearly 1 billion people. 21% of the people in the world overeat, while 63% can eat as much as they want, and 15% of people are malnourished. With those numbers, do you realize that more than half the world's population are overweight? And with the rate of obesity going above 50% by 2033, that is going to be over 4 billion people at today's rate. Unemployment is between 225 million to 1.5 billion, and the employed are approximately 3.4 billion around the world. The daily cost of living for 48% of the world is less than $2. 13% do not have clean drinking water or have access to contaminated water source. And 70% of the global population live in water insecure countries, meaning that it is not safe to drink. Now, some more facts. These relate a little bit more to ONPASSIVE and the marketing and the messages that Ash has been giving us. There are approximately 6.9 billion mobile phones, which is nearly 86% of the population, 86%. 14% don't have one mobile phone. 30% have internet access in the world, where 70% do not have it. And there are approximately 16 billion mobile devices globally, and this number is expected to reach 19 billion by the end of 2025. What has Ash said? Mobile telephones and mobile devices are the way for marketing, and that's where he came through with having things the right size and configured to what we have, our phones and our pads and other things. 77% of people in the world have received higher studies and higher education. 93% of people in the world did not go to college or university. Education holds a very high value in so many cultures. What product have we talked about in ONPASSIVE that is going to help so many? 83% can read and 70% of the world is illiterate. 26% live to be less than 14 years old. 66% die between 15 and 64 years of age. And only 8% of people are over 65 years of age in the world. If you have a place to eat, you live well, you're healthy food, and you drink clean water, have a mobile phone, travel the internet, and have graduated from a college or university, you are in a very small and privileged group. Only 8% of the world live to be 65 years of age or older. So let's be grateful. Let's realize where we're at in the world. And 92% of people who have died because of health, and we have a lot of living to do. So let's cherish every moment that we have left. Now, with regards to money in the world, today is Black Friday, and I'll come to that in a minute. But as Marty said, did you know that the private wealth currently in the world is over 454 trillion US dollars? And that number is from 2022, so it's higher than that now. There are approximately 15 million millionaires around the world. And there are approximately 3,194 billionaires around the world. And their total personal value for those 3,000 billionaires is $13 trillion in just under 100 countries. The highest wealth rung controls $210 trillion in wealth, or nearly 50% of the global total of the money that's out there. And just 1.1% of the world adult population falls into this bracket. Those with the 100,000 to 1 million financial stream or household wealth are the next greatest share at nearly 40% of the population. Now, specific to this weekend, today being Black Friday, as I mentioned, and Monday is Cyber Monday. On Black Friday, for those who are not familiar with it, it means that there are special deals of between 25 and 30% that you can purchase either online or offline. And Cyber Monday, again, with approximately 25 to 30% in discounts and sales, are only available online on Monday. And Cyber being because it is the online purchasing only. So the predictions for Black Friday sales, that's today in North America, are expected to exceed $130 million. That's up 69% over last year in the US And the predictions for Cyber Monday sales, which is this coming Monday, are expected to go above $13 billion US, up nearly 24% over last year of 2022. Smartphone on Cyber Monday sales are expected to exceed 55%. And as I said, the average discount is approximately 30% in North America, with international discounts in the range between 28 and 30% for most countries. Toys are the #1 purchases made at this time, followed very closely by electronics. So this information has come from various sources and online research groups already who've got their numbers out there: the WHO, Practical Commerce, the Nielsen's IQ, Adobe, and World Statistics, as well as many others. And if you go ahead and Google any of these for you to find out for yourself, you will get different responses based on how you pose your questions in the Googling and in the research browsers. So let's put all of this into context, and I'm sure Chris will help us with components of this that he is very, very interested in and where his heart lies. And then I hope Marty will also come back and add a few comments about, in general, how this is going to be beneficial. These numbers are going to be seen to help the world and to be helped by ONPASSIVE and what we will be doing throughout all of this. Chris, over to you, birthday boy.
Well, thank you, Robin. First of all, I want to thank everyone. I am truly grateful and blessed for, I don't have 100% of people wishing me happy birthday. Thanks to my brother Ash, who did put something on a pop-up and caught me off guard a little bit. I thought I had everyone caught up, and I woke up to nope. And I want to talk about overflow real quick. So I have an overflow that I need you to direct to Marty and Robin. Let them know that you wish me a birthday, and then they'll tell me later. So if you haven't heard from me back yet, because I'm going to try to get to everybody, make sure you send it to Robin and Marty that, hey, let Chris know happy birthday. I will love that. Wow. Marty, get that look on. And I know Robin's got that look too. The percentages Robin just talked about are something different kind of numbers that we've never really talked about. And I'm glad that she did it. I'm glad that she said it, because now you understand why Ashby Fire created Oh Bless. The percentages are really, really low. To hear that, it breaks your heart, especially after coming off a Thanksgiving holiday where I ate like a king, a birthday where I've got millions of people telling me happy birthday and how blessed I am. And to hear those percentages from around the world about wealth and who does it, it's horrifying. I believe ONPASSIVE is going to change that. I think next year at this time, those percentages are going to go way up for the people that are way really low. You got to look at it this way. And I put it in, we all have our way of explaining things. Imagine that ONPASSIVE or the founders are a real big bowl or a tub, let's say. And every drip of water, I want y'all to try this because I watched my buddy sink his boat this way, believe it or not. He had a small leak in a 40-foot boat. He went away for 2 weeks, left his boat at the docks like we normally did. And that little drip literally sunk the entire back end of his boat. As people are coming in, we've all said, listen, this isn't going to happen overnight. You're not going to be this rich person the day one. We always said it's going to take a little time. And this is the only way I can explain it that you'd understand it, because some of you, I don't think, understand it. Over time, one little drip, and let's say your regular bathtub, try it if you got the patience. Clog your bathtub, plug it up, and release just the smallest drip that you possibly can imagine going into that tub. And then come back. Well, I'd say check it every day, but come back from in a week and see how much water is actually in the tub. You've heard many leaders in this company talk about, and Ashby Fire included, about one drop of water. Together we create oceans. We make oceans. It's the same way. These people from all over the world whether they come in as customers, affiliates, are slowly dripping into your bowl. Okay. And each drip from all over the world is going to add up amazingly. And you're going to be crazy. And I promise you're going to be crazy to see your tub or your bowl filling up with little drips of water over time. Now, I think one of the greatest things is we are going to change these percentages Robin Noble just talked about. We will, I promise you, we're going to change percentages of this world because of an ONPASSIVE. But can you imagine that one thing I loved? Not imagine, because this isn't imagine anymore. I want you to stop imagining, because this is all coming in play here. And it's hard to put some of this into words. Over time, each drip that falls into your tub or your bowl, every drip in the world has to come through a founder. And there's a lot of drips out there, guys. You heard Robin talking about the 8 billion people, or Mike Ellis with his 5.7 billion people on the internet. All these drips have to come under a founder. You're the catch-all. You're the catch-all to change people's lives. That's what I really love about this. That's a percentage that I love. Now, Red Redford's coming on at 11 o'clock today, and he's going to talk a little bit about that pop-up. Make sure you plug into Red after this. But listen, the greatest percentages that I've ever heard come out of Ash Mafar's mouth, and that is, I don't want you to do nothing. I want you to be happy. That's a great percentage right there. That's 100% percentage. Like, wow, look at this guy, what he's doing. Now, for him putting my birthday on the pop-up, we're going to talk about that one, but I'm still grateful for it. But think about where you're at right now. Think about your tub is getting dripped in right now. And it's a funny way to say it, but imagine for people all over the world, people that you don't have to know, people that you're not responsible for, people that you don't have to deal with anything that's going on in their life. Ash does all that. Ash gave you 1% responsibility. Pretty much pay your taxes and share it out. He took the 99% of the selling, the marketing, the creating. Look what he created for all of us. And he hasn't stopped creating this. And it just keeps going on and on. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm 58 years old today. And this is the best birthday that I've had in a long time, because what he gave away again, Ash Mafara giving things away. So read that pop-up, listen to what Red's got to say. He's giving again. Probably the last week or 2 weeks where we haven't heard Ash, people are under their breath. Where's he at? And boom, the best birthday gift I got, 3 o'clock in the morning. My dog woke me up. I'm going to check my phone. I feel something. And boom, there's this information. Best Christmas present, best birthday present, best 4th of July, Easter. Best present I've seen. Why? Because I know people out there in the last month, because of Robin's percentages, were struggling to pay. And he just made it easier for you. Now, that doesn't mean keep complaining. What I want you to do is get down on your knees and thank God for Ash Mafara and his giving heart, because I've never seen it. You know, it's almost like Ford Motor Company saying, no, these people can't afford our cars. God, no one can afford anything, but Ford Motor Company come and say, listen, let's just make these $50,000 cars. Let's make them $10,000. Let's get it where everyone can get a car. I think that's what Ash Mafara is doing. He's talked in the past how eventually it's all going to be free. Remember him saying that? I was blown away when he said that. Now, this is later on down the line, and I don't even question it. When Ash Mafara says something like, well, I believe 100% in what this guy does. Even when he's quiet and silent, I believe him. And I'm going to keep sending him those very phenomenal prayers that I have every day to thank him for what he's given. A lot of my life has always been work, 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 do. Don't stop. Keep going. I don't care if it hurts. Ash took all that pain away. I don't have to do anything anymore. And those damn percentages that Robin just talked about, which some of them I'm just disgusted with, I know together with me and 1,400,000, 2 million, 3 million are going to change those percentages. But once I would like to turn on the TV and the news says, ONPASSIVE did it again. ONPASSIVE did it again. And I believe you're going to see that in the future. Don't be afraid of success, because we're all born for one reason: to enjoy and live life. Most people don't, as you can hear from what Robin said about those percentages. Oh, Bless is going to help a lot of people. Not is it just going to help them, but it's going to educate them. Everything in ONPASSIVE, every tool, product, protege, whatever you want to call it, is pointing to the direction of education. Everything we have, touched by AI, induced by love and greatness. And it was done all for us. So on this wonderful day, my 58th birthday, I personally want to thank all of you for the birthday wishes. I personally want to thank Ash Mafara, his beautiful wife, his kids, for giving up their family time so my family time can get better. I appreciate you, brother. Robin Noble, Marty, you know I love you to death. Thank you for all you've done and all the birthday wishes that you're going to get from me. Hint, hint, guys, send them to Rob and Marty first. They'll send them to me. And I love every one of you. Marty DeGarmo. Oh, wait. I want to say that Megan R. Mitchell and Samala Verma, I share a birthday with you today. And I want to make sure that anyone that has a birthday today, I want to tell you happy birthday from the bottom of my heart. There's a lot of people out there that share it. Listen, it's an honor. It's an honor to share a birthday with anyone, but especially you, Mitchell. You know who I'm talking about. Happy birthday to you guys. May you have a blessed and wonderful day and year, because I know it's coming. Marty, back to you.
All right. Wow. Very good. And Chris had nothing, just so you know. Oh, yeah. The numbers were pretty cool. It puts things into perspective. And Chris, you know, we've always brought up, I've done it how many times, who knows, that anybody that comes in on passive has to come to a founder. I looked at it another way. In New Jersey, to get over the Delaware River, you have to go to a bridge. Every bridge has a toll. You're a toll of ONPASSIVE. Nobody can come unless they come through your toll. So in order to come in, buy a product, whatever, you get a commission if they buy. It's that simple. Really, it's unbelievable what we have. And then thinking again what Ash has done and what he's given again, I don't know what to say. That's why when people start, well, what about what, it drives me insane, because listen, we keep forgetting this is a company. Yes, we're a family. Yes, we love each other. Yeah, we laugh together, we cry together, we tell stories. It's a lot of fun. There's some sad stuff, but in the long run, behind us, the power in this yacht called ONPASSIVE is a business, and he's trying to run a business and goes out of his way, way out of his way, to put smiles on people's face. When Chris asked him last week, what can founders do to make it, maybe help out or whatever? He goes, be happy. Just do what you do and be happy. What the heck? We could do that, right? I would think. I hope so. But also, who called me this morning from Bangladesh? He's pretty sick. Akram. Akram is very, very sick. He needs prayer. So I told him I would send that out. So please keep him in your thoughts. Yeah, it's rough being sick. Trust me. This is one time that my face is killing me. No, don't even try it. I get it. All right. Yeah, I got a sinus problem. Anyway, yeah, the numbers put perspective is I have a phone. I have safe water to drink. I have a home over my head. I live in the elite of the people on the planet. You believe that? And yet we'll sit back and complain about it. We're doing pretty darn good. If you can hear this message, we're doing better than most of the world. Isn't that sad? But here's the beauty of ONPASSIVE. It was designed from the beginning to help the people to change poverty, to change people not living under a bridge that Chris visited, for people to be able to go. Could you imagine? You can't go 3 days without water. Could you imagine that you walk days and days and days to get water, and all the time you're going to get it, you're thinking, I need that water, but there's a good chance if I drink it, it will kill me. That's crazy. It's one of the number one killers in the world is bad water. But yet they have to have it so they don't know. And we will, I see people just letting the faucet run, they're washing their lawns, and man, we are totally blessed, totally. But I want this passive rake that is a rake. It rakes wealth to even it out a little bit. Give a couple piles to everybody, and the more people we give it to, and then we can disperse it out ourselves. I believe one day, we'll have 1 million, 2 million, 3 million mini rakes called Unpassivarians, blessing other people and sharing it around the world. Because trust me, 1 million of us or 2 million of us with $1 trillion one day to disperse out and do the right thing and change the world, it will turn the world upside down. And remember something most important of all. Ash is here. Ash is here to change the world. And we get to take part. We get to hold on to that magic carpet and take a ride with him. Trust me, cherish the moment. Cherish the moment, because when all said and done, the ingredients are there, the numbers are there. You could do whatever you want with a calculator. It can make you happy. But what you'll really remember are the memories. That's what you'll remember. Look, people don't lie. You look at these people with all the money in the world, they give everything they have away if they could live another year. That's pretty sad. And yet my mom passed away at 65, and she said, don't pray for me to stay. Pray for me to go. I've been here long enough. I'm happy. I know where I'm going. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Some people holding on with everything they got, right? Everything they got. And what did they do? They looked up and they think of the memories they missed. Passive is going to give you choices in life where when you waving your kids goodbye because you work on a swing shift, or you're missing a party, or you're missing a school recital, Passive can give you the choice where you go, no, I'm not missing it. You'll be waving goodbye to other mothers and fathers because they decide to say no. So we're very, very blessed. And these numbers, by the way, 5.6 billion, 5.6 billion people on the internet. What do you think it's going to be in 10 years? And where do you think they're going to be? They're going to go whoever took care of them. Passive is its brother's keeper. So as they come in, a big majority of them will come in on passive. That's my belief. That's what if you take care of people, you build it, they will come. And we build a heartfelt company, and people are going to come. So they have to cross that bridge into unpassive land. They're going to go by your toll booth. Anyway, I'm closed out here. I'm going to let Robin say a final word, maybe Chris, and then we'll shut it down. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We had about 700 people today. Woo, doggy. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you both. What amazing insights, and to be able to take it to those next levels. So I'm just going to say the numbers today were meant to help bring awareness to the products that we have in ONPASSIVE and where we're going to be able to do the most good. We've got Academy, we've got Bless, we have all the other products that are coming out, and all of these will be incorporated. Academy, Connect with the language translations. So many ways of being able to reach people and help people. So this was not just a pie in the sky live today, to talk about numbers. The numbers really do mean something. And if you take that extra moment to think about them and realize we can all make a difference. Individually, many of us are doing that already. Together, we're going to do even more to help the world and to help each other and to help others with their incredibly wonderful ideas and gifts that they have to be able to implement some of these changes around the world. So I'm so fortunate to be with you two gentlemen today, birthday boy and wonderful Marty. And it's just a pleasure. Have a great day. Enjoy your time with Black Friday. I know a lot of people are going to spend. They're going to get some good deals on the day. Just remember, we're also coming into the holiday season. So if you are shopping and doing things, maybe you can pick up a toy or two or a gift or two that could be put in a donation bag, for the holidays. It's on sale. So again, just putting things into perspective and paying things forward. Take care, everybody. Thank you for being with us and have a wonderful weekend. Chris, have a fabulous birthday before you say anything. And just so that those who are listening to this is for November 24th. This is a special announcement day for Chris. And as you've all been so kind to everybody who has a birthday, remember, it is on Chris to be as generous of heart in saying thank you to all of you, because he truly is touched. You should have heard what he was saying before we came live. So Marty and I cannot forward all the messages, and we should not be doing that because you have direct connection to Chris. But you cannot make any complaints today. This is his special day. So it's a happy birthday with positive wishes and much love for our friend Chris. Bye.
Gee, thanks, Rob.
Oh, wait a minute before you go. Chris has told this to you for a year. No use writing Marty. He doesn't answer it anyway. So Robin's right. Just go directly to the source. Go right to Chris because he's always right. At least today he's right. Go to him and boom. Hey, Chris, close it out because Red's coming on in 7 minutes.
No, I know. Julie Pierre tried calling me. Julie, I can't take the call today because we only got so much time. I do want to share this one special message. I got a wonderful birthday wishes, and I'm so appreciative, but two special ones was I shared in my Facebook, 3 individuals trying to sing me happy birthday. It was very funny. And she's calling me again. And my blessed one was the Seeds Academy kids singing happy birthday to me. Cool. Absolutely loved it. Hold on. Julie, you got about 5 seconds. Oh, I think she just hung up on me now. So again, thank you. And Ash Mafara, I will get you. Bye, guys.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Ash, your beautiful wife, your kids, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for answering the call. Answering the call. All right, see you all. Robin, fantastic job as always. Chris, looking good as you ought to. And please, everybody, I don't ask that much. If you miss it, text Chris and tell him happy birthday. Anyway, see you all.
Take care, everybody. Bye.